Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say, yeah,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day. Yes, good day. Yeah,
G'day.
G'day. Yeah, g'day. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah,
good day.
G'day. Hey, yeah, g'day. Yeah, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah, G'day, the complete guide to Australia at night time.
Yes.
You can listen to it at the daytime, I guess.
You
the
could,
daytime.
You could give it a run, yeah.
Tim, this is episode number 1 of what is about to be you and I recording 3 episodes in a row to make up for your time away and also having to record movie commentary tomorrow night. So
It's busy.
thrilled.
Here's the thing about going on holidays. You don't stop working. You just force all of your work to either side of said holiday.
Yes.
This is something I've learnt in preparation, and I assume when I get back it will be of a similar nature.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, you know what they say, Tim? No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, I've heard them say that.
They've said
I've also heard them say, don't ever take a holiday.
Well, yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I get kicking shit. Tim, it is episode 55 currently.
Correct.
Of the podcast that you and I make together, which, as we all know, means pause for audience contribution. That's right, a bushranger episode.
Yeah, some of the stuff said that was way off base, but
it means fuck
I heard it
you.
in there somewhere. Yeah.
So it is a bushranger episode. Now we have we've knocked off the Kellys. We didn't knock them off. Someone else hanged them or burnt them to
This is
death.
true, yeah.
And we had a gay old time.
This is kind of an extension on the Kellys, though, in a way.
It is, and that's
It's like the Hobbit. If the Kellys are the Lord of the Ring, this is the Hobbit.
yeah.
Sort of.
If Russell Crowe played Bilbo.
Yeah.
So, alluding to Russell Crowe, it's a hot topic at the moment. All the news web series sites.coms are covering it.
This is true.
There's pictures everywhere. We're going to talk about Harry Power.
Yes, Harry Power. Is that his real name? I found out, no, it's not.
Well, end of podcast.
Yeah.
Tim, tell me about Harry Power, because I literally know fuck all.
Yeah, well, let me tell you about him. Harry Power, he lived from 1819 to 1891. Ooh, kind of spooky. Not really, it's pretty normal, I imagine. He was an Australian bushranger, and it is said that at one time he had Ned Kelly as an accomplice as a teenager. But we'll get to that later on. So, what was his real name?
Harrison Powerford.
No, not even close. Henry Johnson.
Well, that's fair. No wonder he changed it.
Yeah. I guess I get the Johnson to Power thing.
That's a logical jump.
Yeah, but the Henry to Harry doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
So he was born in Waterford Island and on the 18th of May,
Waterford
1819. I believe that makes him a Taurus. No. He'd be the next one.
Where the
wouldn't he?
fuck's Waterford Island?
I believe it's somewhere in Ireland. I have no idea.
Oh, Waterford, Ireland.
yes, Ireland.
Right. On it.
Yes. Grew up in Ashton-under-Lyne in Lancashire, England.
You got to say it with that.
There's commas between Lyne, Lancashire, and England, just to clarify that. When he was 16, his father made him be an apprentice saddler.
Oh.
So that's something about him that you now know. It's not really... I mean, it kind of is connected in a second. We'll get there.
You assume that means he knows shit about horses and their saddles.
Yes, correct. He also joined peasants in a conflict with British troops. I don't know the history there, but apparently there was some kind of conflict between peasants and some British troops.
Oh, yeah, you've really extrapolated the information
He
from
was
that one.
part of that.
He was, what's the word, involved.
Yeah. What we do know, though, is he actually received a saber wound. A saber is a type of sword.
Oh.
I don't have time to give you the full history of the saber, but perhaps another
what's the
time.
fucking point?
On his face, and it's actually recorded by Victorian police as scar over right eyebrow, scars on right cheek. So we have it written down, which means it's 100% true.
And that's where Missy Higgins got the idea for the song Scars.
Yes. Actually, not many people know that song is actually about
Harry Power.
a.k.a. Henry Johnson. She knew him before he was Harry Power.
Yeah.
So how did he get onto a life of crime? He was convicted at Salford, Lancashire.
There's a comma in there.
There's a comma between those two words. On the 31st of August, 1840, and he was sentenced to transportation for 7 years to Australia. He was apparently stealing a bridle and saddle. That connects back to the fact that he did that.
That was his thing.
Yeah, and that's where we know him under the name of Henry Johnson.
They called him the Saddler.
So maybe his name wasn't actually Henry Johnson, but that was the name that he was transported to Australia under.
Maybe his real name's Harry Power. He changed to Henry Johnson. Then he came back and
may
was
have
like,
just
reclaim the
lied to them.
name.
He may have just lied to them. And he stuck with that name until he was made free. He was freed in 1848. He moved to Sydney, and that's when we have him calling himself Harry Power. So for a long time after that, he drove cattle in New South Wales. Afterwards, he was part of Captain Denman's party, exploring and cutting a track across the ranges, the Great Dividing Ranges.
The divisional range.
Yes, the divisional range, as nobody calls it.
I'm making it a thing.
Apparently, in a few years, he became quite a good bushman. And knew the country quite well. But he appears during this time to have been making an honest living, which is good on him. He tried to make a fair go of it.
Yeah, good on him. Yeah. Bloody, he's a hard yakker, bloody, what's the word I'm always talking about? Battler.
Yeah,
Aussie
he
battler.
is, yeah. He also kept a horse yard in Geelong, down here in Victoria, which was considered quite respectable at the time. But then he had an incident which changed everything. He actually wrote a little... he wrote the explanation, so I'm going to read that.
Oh, good.
But to give you some context, he was riding one of his own horses near Sandhurst, which I think is down here in Victoria. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bailed up by two drunken German troopers. This is what he says. I was going along quietly, says Power, when down came the two troopers, hooting and shouting. I saw they were drunk and pulled on one side. I assume that means he meant pulled over to one side. But they stopped me. Whose horse is that? Says one. It's mine, says I. Are you going to shout? Says the other. No, says I, for I didn't like the Germans. Right.
All right. Okay.
It was a different time.
Yeah. All right,
different
buddy.
time. I believe you stole that horse, said the first. You're a liar, says I. You'll have to come along with us, says the other. I won't do it, says I, getting riled. He was getting pissed off at this point.
He's riled here.
On that, one of them drew his hanger. I'm assuming it means a gun, not a clothes hanger. I don't know why he'd have a clothes hanger.
Clothes hangers would be menacing, though.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. And said he'd make me.
Okay.
Man, this is full of olden time speech, isn't it? You can't, says I.
This chair be high, says I.
He charged me, and I'd only just time to draw my revolver, or he'd have cut me down. Oh, maybe his hanger is a sword.
Probably.
Yeah. I shot him, and then the other fellow rode up and fired at me, and the powder singed my coat.
Oh, fuck, not
bloody
his coat.
rude. I shot him and then rode off.
I singed his coat.
Now, if I had been sensible, I'd have ridden off to the nearest police station and given myself up. But I was frightened and rode across the colony, thinking to go and stay in New South Wales till the row was over. At the Murray, I was stopped. I did not deny my name or resist. They arrested and brought me down to Melbourne, and I got 10 years.
Oh.
The men were not hurt much, and it was proved they stopped me without cause. I'd have gotten more. So he's pretty honest in his explanation of what happened. They had a go at him. He told them to fuck off, basically. They had another go at him. He shot them. But then he ended up just going along with it. And they figured out that the police were doing the wrong thing anyway. So he only got 10 years. Can you imagine?
Did German troopers have any pull in Australia at that time?
I imagine he means troopers, like as in police, who happened to be of German heritage.
What do you mean the police were doing the wrong thing? Did I miss something?
Because they pulled him up for no reason. It's his horse.
Oh, and that's why they only gave him 10 years.
Yeah, started hassling him.
I see.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that.
But he was actually released after only 76 years.
Oh, bless him.
But then he was jailed again in 1864 for stealing horses.
Well, see, now this time, they say that you grow up to be what people think of you.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
he was accused of horse thievery.
Yeah.
Now here he is.
So that's good of him.
Thieving horses.
So, and then in 1869, he was in Pentridge Prison. 50 years old at this time, and he escaped, which is pretty impressive because 50 is pretty old for this time period as well.
Interesting. I'm teaching about Pentridge at the moment. It's pretty far.
Yeah, and he turned to highway robbery, became known as bushranger. At one time, he had a reward of £500, which again is pretty substantial amount of money. How much did we say the Kelly gang had all up?
In the end?
Yeah.
Oh, they were £2,000 each.
Yeah, and this guy had 500 on his name.
So
he wasn't as big as the Kelly gang, but that's a pretty decent amount.
A fraction of a Kelly gang member.
Yeah. There were claims that during the robberies, Power had a youthful assistant who took care of the horses. And suspicion fell on Ned Kelly, who at that particular time would have been about 16 years old.
Youthful.
Power was captured on the 5th of June, 1870, and Ned's uncle betrayed him to police, and he was arrested on their land.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. I think Ned's uncle betrayed Power to the police, and Power was actually arrested while on Ned Kelly's uncle's land.
I wonder if that's the uncle that Ned then betrayed to get arrested by pissing him off so he'd start a fight, remember?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That uncle seems like a real dick.
It all comes back to something else.
Yes. So he was then in prison. He wasn't released until 9th of February 1885. He was 66. He worked as a tour guide for the old Prison Hulk Success. So Prison Hulk being
a boat?
One of the boats that they used to use as prisons. I'm not sure why they would have had one in Australia necessarily, because I thought they were mostly in England during the overpopulation times. Yeah.
That'd be shit.
He had once served a sentence actually on that Hulk as well. But it was a museum by this point. In November 1891, he was fishing, fell in and drowned in the Murray River at Swan Hill, Victoria. So this one didn't get... he got caught many times.
Wait, that's how he died?
Yeah, he fell into the Murray and he drowned and died.
Can't wait to watch Russell Crowe die again through drowning.
Yeah. His life seems pretty interesting. I'm interested to see the movie.
Well, yeah, as we've picked up from our other readings, according to some of the accounts, he was bad-tempered and irritable, and that's why Ned wanted to get away from him, supposedly. But as I've said before, I've read somewhere that he had, irritable bowel or something.
Really?
Which,
I wonder if he was cranky.
Yeah, I can't imagine that'd be good in the bush.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Shit all over the shop.
But the movie we're talking about is going to be based on a book by Peter Carey called True History of the Kelly Gang. And that's in production currently, apparently. I don't know how long it's been in production or what the situation is there, but I think it's in production at the moment.
Because the pictures of Russell Crowe dressed as Harry Power are coming out. They only started coming out recently.
So yeah, Russell Crowe will portray Power, and George McKay as Ned Kelly.
Oh, George McKay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that really famous actor named George McKay that I've never heard of before. He's an English actor. That's him. That's a picture of him. So.
Oh wow, yeah, he looks like this is probably his first big-ish movie.
Yeah, probably. No, he's been in a few things. Also, having seen pictures of Ned, he doesn't really look much like Ned, does he? But anyway, that's fine.
No.
I'm not on the movie, so
no, they won't hire us. They
Who
keep
cares
telling
what
us to
I
get
think?
off the set.
So that's Mr. Power.
That's Harry Power himself.
Henry Johnson, aka Harry Power.
He had a lookout area as well, did he not? Wasn't there Power?
Yeah, so there's a lookout in Whitfield, Victoria that's named after
Whitfield.
Power's Lookout Reserve.
Oh.
So that's nice. Good on him.
Reserve for Power to look out.
Yeah.
At what? We'll never know.
It looks like just a general lookout. There's a picture here. So
that's nice. I'm glad you're enjoying that.
Yeah, it's...
Viewers at home, you can enjoy that too if you send $5 in a prepaid postage envelope.
The $5 and the prepaid postage. Yeah. The $5 is just for us.
So that's Harry Power. That was quick.
Yeah. He's an interesting man.
Yeah.
A nice little addendum to our
Ned.
To our Kellys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more to it. Read it yourself. I'm sick of giving you all everything.
Yeah, please. We don't deal in hard facts on this podcast, let me tell you.
We don't go for depth or breadth or real information.
No. And we'd love to hear about it. Comment publicly on this post if you could.
If you could find the most public forum. We'll upvote it and everything. Can you find the most public forum to tell us that we're doing a bad job?
No, I look forward to reading that.
Tim, how's the beard on Harry Power?
I'm gonna have to bring up the picture.
Because the pictures that I'm seeing of Russell Crowe are putting him at like more than a Ned Kelly beard. They're giving him a huge beard.
He has a big beard. This is the gentleman. He looks quite dapper in his little suit there.
Oh yeah, he looks like a.
It's kind of your dad's length.
Yeah, Dad's a bit shorter than that at the moment. So it's not. I don't think it's Ned. It's probably somewhere up on the upper end of the scale.
It's up there. Yeah, he's definitely on the upper end.
I guess whilst you're away, I'll just draw the beard scale at some point because I've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Fuck, you're going to be really bored.
I can do a very, very detailed beard scale at that point. It'll have a scale of how big the scale is, how many years are between each beard.
Yeah.
Speaking of beards, Tim, you and I have them.
I do have one, yes.
Got beards everywhere, all over us. I take care of my beard in a very particular fashion.
Okay. Yeah.
That fashion is the fashion provided to me by the fashion man himself, Mr. Fashion Joel, the fashion Bushrangers Brew.
Yes, he is referred to as the fashion.
I've called him that his whole life. Haven't I always called him that?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
I use Bushrangers Brew shampoo and oil. I use the scent of Mystics. It smells mystical. And it's great. Love it.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. I have to make sure I pack mine so I can represent in Japan. So I've got the Bunyip Dreaming shampoo and oil and Rum Rebellion balm. So I'll definitely
be through customs.
If it's in my big bag, it should be fine.
No, yeah.
I'm not going to be washing my beard on the plane, am I?
Well, you might want to.
Yeah. Well, that's true. If I get a bit of food in there, I might
After
need
too many filet mignons, you know.
Yeah. God, I'm flying
Is someone using Bushrangers Brew on the plane?
Yeah. I will not be getting any good food. I'm like below economy. I'm flying with Jetstar internationally.
Tim's going in the...
it's like the lowest you can go except Tiger. But
you're in the luggage compartment or you're in a dog kennel out the back.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll be good.
But anyway, we do. Brew.
Yeah.
And if you use the code YEAHGDAY, YEAHGDAY, all caps, no spaces or punctuation, you can get 25% off your order.
That's 1/4.
That is 125%.
Yeah. So bloody do that.
That is a big amount. If it's $50, it'll be $25. No.
It definitely will not be that.
No, don't.
I can 100% assure you it will not be that price.
It's all right. I can edit that out. I've got control of the editing.
Insert
the right answer here. That'll be 35.
Invert.
40.
Put a computer voice. It'll be $37.50. $37.50.
Yeah, let's just round it up to 39.
So that's bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah, no, do that. Support Joel. Yeah, good day on Bushrangers Brew. Am I going to have to confiscate that pen from you, young man?
I'm having a good time taking this on and off, mate. All right.
I'm having a horrible auditory experience.
I don't know how you can hear that. Anyway, it doesn't.
I have ears.
Let's not.
Let's not fight like this, Tim. This is our last.
Yeah, bloody.
This is our last time recording together for a while.
Yeah. What's that noise? Hey.
Are you playing with a pen?
Hilarious. Just give me the lead in.
No, what is that sound?
I don't know.
Oh, is it?
It's the Harold Holt watch. Oh, you really hucked me over with that one.
You can lead a man to the Harold Holt watch, but you can't force him to drink. My apologies.
No.
You can have another run.
You're right, mate.
No, have another run at it.
No,
Go on,
I'd rather not, to be honest.
We'll put it in twice.
No, I'm just going to start reading.
It's a Harold Holt watch.
Dear Tim and Leon, name is Shannon. Not my name. He just starts off name, capital N.
Formal.
Is Shannon and wanted to send in a tip for your Harold Holt search. Pretty sure I saw him the other day when I flew back into Avalon Airport from up north. As I walked out past security, the security guard was ranting about a bloke not taking his deodorant can out of his carry-on like you're meant to.
Yeah, you are.
He was really carrying on. Good one.
Good one.
Unintentional.
Thanks, Shannon.
Anyway, I look over and who should I see copping the shit from security but Harold himself. He looked pretty pleased with himself. I had to run off or risk missing the sky bus into the city, otherwise I might have gone back in. Thanks, guys. Hope you're having a killer time. Shannon. So,
well,
they get you with that.
I didn't take any deodorant with me to Sydney because I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I know. I always never take it and just buy it up there. Yeah.
And then what do you do with it?
Oh, sometimes I buy it in the airport. You can't do that at Avalon.
Yeah. Can't buy anything at Avalon.
Yeah. You could get a bad sandwich.
Yeah, would you like food poisoning?
Hot chips.
Food poisoning?
They have those. Yeah, no, I usually get like a little one.
I did the thing where I was like, I've got deodorant. I had deodorant at either Ashley's or Mum and Dad's, and I was like, I'll get up there and I'll get them to give it to me. And then I forgot.
Yeah.
So then I had to go to the shops and buy some deodorant, and I couldn't find any of the mini cans, so I just had to buy a big can. Anyway, that's my story.
But I've seen people take them out of their bag now because you can do that.
Yeah, you can.
All they do is they pick it up, lock it,
Yeah.
and put it back down.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
no, I'm not going to be able to figure that out.
I just like to reduce the amount of stuff I have to fuck around with.
Yeah,
This time, I took my larger satchel because I was meant to only be there for the 2 days, but then we got fucked over.
Yeah.
And when we got to the security thing, I had no deodorant cans. I had no laptops or tablets. I literally put my phone and everything into that bag, shoved it through. Larry's your uncle, Mary's your aunt, and we walked right through.
That's what I do. I just put everything in my jacket pockets and then just put my jacket through.
off.
Yeah.
It was the fastest I've ever gotten through.
Yeah.
But
Bloody Harold, he's not flown in a while, so he mustn't know the rules about deodorant.
yeah, here's the big question. Like, fuck deciding. I want to know, what deodorant does Harold Holt use?
Oh, that's an interesting. He'd probably be a Lynx man.
Oh, Lynx Africa for sure. Maybe a Lynx chocolate when he's feeling a bit disgusting.
Chocolate saucy.
Oh, Lynx chocolate.
I want to smell exactly like shit.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Because he's on the run, number one, he's got to go with the packs. So whatever he's got the deodorant, he's got the body wash.
the shower
and maybe
gel.
some eau de cologne as well.
Yeah.
He'd
He'd wear an awful one as well because nobody wants to tail a man who's wearing Lynx chocolate.
Or Lynx, what was the blue one? Atlas.
I don't know.
I think it was Lynx Atlas.
There was like a spark. I
hope I haven't remembered that. I don't want that memory. I reckon he'd be one of the people that uses like, you know when you can buy it, but it's like Adidas body wash. It's like, what smell is Adidas?
Yeah. This smells exactly like a shoe.
No, you know what he would use? He'd use milk.
Milk.
The Michael Clem scent that you can buy at.
That sounds awful.
Okay, so I think it's milk because Clem backwards is milk. Did I say Clem or Clem?
I think you said Clem, but that's okay.
That's milk. But he's got that because he's a swimmer.
Yeah, so
Climmy?
It's the scent of chlorine.
The scent of swimming.
And bald.
You know what I had to do because I was stuck in Sydney? I had to go and buy a shirt and underwear for the extra day. I had to go to Kmart and just buy it, because I didn't take anything.
Do your family not have washing machine?
Not when we're enjoying the baptism of my new goddaughter.
Just chuck it in the
you
holy
can't
water.
Wash on the Lord's Day.
You could have washed it in the holy
on the
water.
altar with the scrubber. Just
Sorry.
clean them a shit.
I'm just
They
flights,
cancelled the flight.
The flight's been cancelled. I got nothing to
Anyone
wear.
got a bar of soap?
Do you have somewhere I can hang this up? Maybe. Oh, that cross will be all right. Won't
That
it?
looks like if I put my t-shirt on that, that'll keep its shape. Actually, on that note, one family at the christening. So for those of you that are playing at home in a non-religious capacity, you usually have godparents at a baptism, and you usually have two.
Yep.
One I've seen 4 before. One of my sisters has 4 for her because of location. Some closer to her, and some. This family, we have a few, and the priest was like, "That's fine." And so they got them up, and there was about 4 of them, and they sat with them, and that was fine. Then when they got to the baptismal font, there were 8 to 10 people that got up as godparents for this child.
Why?
And when they light, because you usually have the candle that you light, they all had an individual smaller candle that they lit.
Ugh.
We accidentally laughed our candle out, so we borrowed some of their fire. We're very naughty and shit. Anyway, that's my story. It was a long weekend.
Yeah,
No, it was
bloody
great.
good on
no,
them.
good.
Yep, that's good.
Thanks to Ali Shimapants Shantz, who sent us our first fan mail, I think. I think it's our first. We got stuff from James and Aaron, but that's because we won a Patreon competition.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Ali.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
We will send that book to you as quickly as we send out our postcards.
Enjoy.
And enjoy that. Tim's going to take it to Japan and send it from there. Thanks to Bushrangers Brew for supporting us. As we said, g'day is the code to use for 25% off. It's literally a huge fucking discount.
It's pretty big, yeah.
And that's about it. You notice that Tim and I are moving pretty quickly because 3 episodes in a row on a weeknight, and we need to eat.
Oh, mercy, how I need to eat.
2 more to go.
Yes.
As always, thanks to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover art.
And to Curtis Fernance of the Fern Tree Music. Cheers, mate, for doing the music.
The Harold Holt and the theme in this one.
Those ones.
And the seamless Harold Holt as always. And make sure you keep an eye out for our shirts and other things. Tote bags.
It'll happen soon.
It's coming up soon. I've had word from the designer, and it's coming up soon.
Yeah, bloody good.
So keep an eye out for that. That's it for this one. On to the next one. As always. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catch us on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.